hair scramble. And what I'd like to do is like do a book, talk about it, kind of go through it. Some of them are autographed, personalized. Um, Maybe we could get it in the hands of a museum, a collector of sorts that is their exact niche. I mean, yes, I love to keep some of these books, but honestly, I would love to see it go to somebody who can appreciate it and share it with more people than I can. So we'll figure out a way to do that because I'm going to probably set up a website and then you can just go to the website and we'll figure it out from there. I don't want anybody to have to pay anything for the book. We'll just do shipping. You know, if you could pay me shipping or cover the shipping, get it to the museum, motorcycle museum, historical museum, family members. Maybe there's a family member that is near and dear to the author, the narrator, or what. I'm the narrator here. So let's take a look here. This one really is always just jumping out at me all the time. And then I open it up and there's an autographed picture in there. So we're gonna get the camera situated here, and then I want to go over this book and talk about it with you. It's called The Art of Motocross by Jeff Smith with Bob Currie. So I want them to get all the credit in the world for this. I am no way, shape, or form doing this for profit. I want everybody to educate this. I love enduro. I love trials. I love off-road motorcycle racing. I love road racing. I love anything to do with motorcycles. And like I said, if I could get this to in the hands of a museum, just somebody, a collector that could appreciate it and fit their agenda more than mine, that would make me a very happy person. So, by Jeff Smith with Bob Currie. Let's try to get that shadow out of there. And we'll get rid of some of these. Yeah, maybe that would be cool. So, ladies, definitely stay tuned. Please learn. That was my first dirt bike. Golden milestone. I could show Racers to the Sun, a novel by James B. Hall, author of Not by the Door. So I might want to sit there. We'll see how that goes. This was my first one, and we have about 200 more to do, so hopefully you enjoy this little book review here. And like I said earlier, I would like to get a website where I could have people submit, I don't know, stories, or I don't want to say I should be the decider, but and it's probably available on eBay. I've done zero research on any of these books so far other than just looking through them. I know Jeff Smith is an icon, a legend to the off-road world. I believe his son is Malcolm Smith, if I'm not mistaken, which I very well could be, and that's why I don't want to talk off of memory or even do research on the interwebs, because I could very well get that all wrong. And we'll just talk about the book. The Art of Motocross. What? is this? Jeff Smith, BSA. Look at that. It's when men were men. Not that a modern day enduro rider isn't, but that is awesome. And look at that posture. Arms exactly where they should, just goggles around the neck. That is awesome. Signed. Oh, Jeffrey Vincent Smith. Twice 500cc world motocross champion. 1964. And let's put that. Okay. Just leave it right there. Twice 500cc world motocross champion 1964 and 65. Jeff Smith won his first trial at the age of 16. The following year, he won a gold medal in the International 6 Days Trial. In 1953, he became the youngest rider to win the ACU Trials Driver Star. A year later, he turned his attention to scrambling, and in addition to successes in most major trials, he won the Experts Grand National at home and scored his first victory in international motocross. He was first chosen for the British team in the Motocross des Nations in 1955. And in the same year, also won the ACU Scrambles Driver Star for the first time and the famous Scottish 6 Days Trial. His brilliant motocross career twice took him to the World 500cc Championship, and his services to motorcycle sport were recognized by the award of MBE in 1970. 10 years before I was on this planet. Wow. How awesome is that? So, I mean, that is signed. Very cool. Best wishes, Lee, from Jeff Smith, BSA, September 24th, 1998, the year I graduated high school. Wow, to have gotten a signed book, I would have been pretty excited. That's really cool. Jeff Smith and Bob Currie of Motorcycle, The Art of Motocross. Credits to the photos. Cover design, Robert A. Paul. Cover drawing, Paul Donnelly. Very nice. Love that picture. Kind of reminds me of the sketch. The diner scene in the movie, or not the movie, but the music video. Is it Take on Me, Take Me On? Let me know in the comments. Introduction. This is a book about scrambling, or as it is now coming to be known, motocross. And what is motocross? Mechanized steeplechasing, an especially exciting branch of motorcycle sport in which races take place over several laps of a rough country circuit, perhaps 1.5 miles in length. Background and appeal. Some trials there. Ancestor of all motorcycle cross-country speed events was the famous Scott Trial, held on the Yorkshire moors. Typical going is seen in this 1965 picture of Don Smith. 246 Greaves, tackling Wawa Bridge. That's pretty gnarly. No crowd barriers and very few rules. This is the first Lancashire Grand National at Holcombe Moor in December of 1926. Getting into the game. Look at that. Not every would-be rider has understanding parents, and Jeff pays great tribute to the early days encouragement of his father. They posed together after Jeff's 1960 Lancashire Grand National victory. Machinery. Oof, look at that big two-stroke. The Czechoslovakian CZ is known not only for its speed and handling, but also for its rugged construction and reliability. The BSA Gold Star is a machine which will live forever in motocross history. Just one day after his marriage in 1957, Jeff rides a 499cc version in the British Grand Prix. Ooh. Let's hold this up. Husqvarnas are superb examples of Swedish engineering. They come in 250, 400, and 454 displacements. Look at that. West German Makos are sturdy, super competitive motocross machines. And the Montesa, Spain's Montesa has been remarkably successful in the U.S. in the hands of such riders as Peter Lampu and Mike Runyard. The Suzuki 400 was the first serious motocross bike from Japan. It has exceptional power, but only average handling. Look at that pipe, too. I mean, any type of log crossing, rock. Oh my days. That is something else. Like average handling. Ooh. Aside from their reliability and performance qualities, Asas have the advantage of a very reasonable price. So if you want to be stranded and not finish your race, but do it on a budget, here's your way. A recent revival of fine old English name, the new generation AJS is known for its superlative handling. Handlebar pattern is largely a matter of personal preference. Dave Bickers prefers his to be high, wide, and handsome. I'm going to definitely have a different setup for this next time because my back and legs are going numb from holding this in this position, but This is fun. Oof, that's cool. 2 items of clothing recommended by Jeff can be seen in this vivid action shot. Note the pull-on type riding boots and the long sleeve denim jacket. How cool is that? Some goggles and eye protection. Essential item of wearing apparel is a body belt. Preparation of mind and body. People talk of the will to win. That's a stirring phrase, and naturally, the aim of every motocross rider is to win if he can. Strict physical training under the wing of Olympic Games steeplechaser Maurice Harriet is a vital part of Smith's preseason program. Run, keep running, and then run some more. Talks about diets and machine preparation. Part of an old bicycle inner tube is used to protect the carburetor top and cables. Note, too, the cylindrical air cleaner in its glass fiber box. Cover removed for clarity on this BSA Victor. There must be no relative movement between the throttle cable casing and the twist grip drum, and the two should be bound together with well with insulating tape. Off to the races. Again, we're looking at The Art of Motocross by Jeff Smith with Bob Currie. I would love to get this into the hands of a museum or someone who can appreciate how awesome this really is. And this is just a tiny, we have so many more books to show you. I'm going to get a different setup here, but we live and learn, and I think this is working. We're just going to go to the next. Lines and hazards. When a man takes up motocross riding, he tends to regard other riders as his main rivals. Make no mistake about it, the course is the enemy far more so than other fellows in the race. How cool. Riding the rear wheel over large hummocks such as these is the correct method, says Jeff. But Jan Klink is overdoing things a little bit in this shot. Full send. Suzuki team rider Sylvain Gabors shows perfect form for the difficult and tiring hummocks, also probably known today as moguls or moguls, I guess. I'm drawing a blank. No rider really likes a water splash and anything deeper than this. Ooh, dusty, muddy. one extreme to the other, eh? Ooh, tough hill climb there. Jeepers. Tips, techniques, and trials. My son started trials when he was really, really young, and it set him up with a handful of skills that are just going to carry him for life on motorcycle. And I got into trials later in life, and had I done it sooner, I'd be 50 times the rider I am. Starting, rule 1. Ooh, look at that. Let her go. That's where it all started. Signals and signalers. Chapter 11. Per Olaf Persson, Husqvarna of Sweden, receives a blackboard signal. The signaler is well placed, comments Jeff, but a blackboard could give information to opponents too. Hand signals would be better. Hawkstone Park, Britain's premier and certainly its toughest motocross circuit. Operated by Salop Club, it is 12 miles from Shrewsbury. Cool to see that today. Ooh. Are killing me. I'm going to definitely have a better setup because I have a lot of books and this is fun. The international scene. Oh. You going down or not? I don't know. There's the Suzuki, I'm guessing. By that pipe and its average handling. Ooh, look at that. Nothing conveys the spirit of motocross more than getting crossed up. Here, Tim Hart flies over the hill at Orlando. That's pretty cool. And that wraps it up. A little page through. $3.50. Does tell you everything there about the author. And we will get better at this. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about some of these old bikes and how I could get this book into the hands of somebody that would really appreciate it with a signed card. Here's my lights. That's perfect timing. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.